are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the New Orleans Saints and the Atlanta Falcons. It's 3-0 versus 2-1, a good early season battle as we're underway in Week 4. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Well, this defense for the Falcons, they were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. To throw is Murray. He finds his man complete. That's Gibbs. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
But just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. He finds his man complete. That's Gibbs. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. They only needed 1 yard on 3rd down. They get 10 instead by going to the air. On 1st down, it's Gibbs. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Play action. Now it's Murray. He'll let this go for the end zone. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans.
It's so easy to focus on the speed and elusiveness of Kyler Murray, but as he shows right there, don't sleep on the arm strength.
And we knew that this offense was going to try and put pressure on the secondary. That was something they talked about with us. They knew that they had an advantage, pressed it, and there you go. Big play for a touchdown on their very first possession.
And that ball traveling 68 yards in the air according to next-gen stats. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Falcons 1st and 10 here as Ritter gets them ready
at their own 23. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And his throw is incomplete. Already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And complete to Drake London. And he'll be out right at the 35.
Ritter and London team up there. 1st down, Atlanta.
We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. The Falcons at 2-1 now to start the campaign, and they move back above 500 with a victory last week.
And you look at their start, a win, a loss, then a win. This might be something we see from them a lot this year, because when they're at their best, they can play with anybody. But bringing their best every week, that's been a challenge thus far.
Hey, red.
Back to throw again. And caught by London. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rally to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
But they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
The Falcons send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. Here, direct snap to the up man. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool him. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a handoff up the middle. Gibbs, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Marked that down for a win in the defense's column.
Flushed out right. He finds his man complete. That's Gibbs. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. They had a great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. From the gun, Murray. And he'll find Washington. That's complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down. He needed 5. He got it barely, as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards. They'll run on first down. It's Gibbs. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play, because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
Murray's throw hauled in by Washington. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive, it comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
To throw, it's Murray. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. DK Metcalf, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Saints lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Extra point attempt to follow here. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away.
He will return this from deep in the end zone.
And deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And they're going to get the football just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
Now, early on, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Let's go.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Hurry, hurry.
They'll look to throw. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big 3rd down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. On play action, they'll throw. He's going deep for Brown. And that's caught inside the 35.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
It's a big play there for Atlanta. 59 yards. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go. Drill green. Set.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. A first chance in the red zone for the Falcons now. They're looking at a 1st and goal from about the 9. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. So 1st down went the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll set up a throw. Touchdown, Falcons!
Drake London
from 13 yards out.
And the Falcons have cut it back within a score. And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean,
he's got a man complete.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. And that last throw, CD, going to move him even further up that all-time passing leaderboard as he just moved beyond Broadway Joe Namath at 27,663 yards.
And that's impressive because Joe Namath, my goodness, he could throw a football. I mean, it was just gorgeous the way he threw it. Rallied his Jets to a Super Bowl win, one of the greatest upsets in NFL history. Broadway Joe, the man.
On second down now. It's Gibbs. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
And I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
Murray and company going for it on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Falcons' defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons' offense at the line.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some...
He's got a man, complete.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Henry up the middle.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
He'll drop to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Isaiah Simmons able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Even keeping the back end for extra protection on 3rd down, they still couldn't prevent the sack. Now it's 4th and long thanks to a terrific individual effort on defense.
Right, check, right.
They'll set up to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Saints will have the football back. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And on the last drive, they were in field. Oh, wide open, complete. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. 54 yards.
And the Saints are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
At their own 15-yard line.
Falcons 1st and 10 here as Ritter gets them ready.
At their own 15. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
14 yards there and a Falcon first down. He'll look to throw. Throws right back to London, complete again. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. They'll look to throw again. To the sideline, and oh, that's well done. Able to drag the feet. He's going to have the first down. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. They'll look to throw here on first down. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Isaiah Simmons. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. They'll drop to throw. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Quez Watkins, 61 yards. And the Falcons are back within a score. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but it's caught inside the 25. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. On first down, Gibbs. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Murray to throw on 3rd and 1. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
Murray sets to throw on fourth. And this is going to be intercepted. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
And the Falcons are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. I appreciate the aggressiveness trying to go for it there on fourth down, but you're in the red zone, had 3 points in your back pocket. Instead, Charles, they throw it away.
Certainly a big call to go for it on fourth down. As you said, in the red zone. Definitely going to cost them 3 points, and we'll see how that affects the game as time goes on.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They're going to look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football.
He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And quite a bit of pizza in this box. It's a 53-yard attempt. And his kick is absolutely perfect. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports.
Taking it about the 1. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. They'll look to throw now on first down. And this is caught by Watkins. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
We're going to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
Ritter's pass completes at Pitts.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw again. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And this one is incomplete.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Over the middle, it's complete.
They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Back to throw. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. Back to throw here. He'll buy some time right. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Escaping the pressure right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
2nd and 3. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Desmond Ridder, his 3rd touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year. And the Falcons have got it back to within a score. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now...
This is caught inside the 15. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 72 yards. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
When you run into slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Up the middle they go. It's Gibbs, and he'll barrel his way into the end zone for a Saint touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year, and they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point splits the uprights, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They did what they had to do to start this 3rd quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
Looking there for Pitts, but intercepted.
picked off by Lewisine, and the Saints are going to take possession of the football. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
He'll get it inside the 20,
and he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A big play there on the catch and run. 33 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Tyreek Hill from 8 yards out.
And the Saints take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away.
Taking it about the 1.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Well, this is intercepted. They get Ritter for the 3rd time. And the Saints are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
He's got room at the 30.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 36 yards on the play.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Second and 10.
Murray now. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Tyreek Hill with career touchdown number 96. He joins Eric Dickerson on the all-time list.
And the Saints are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs, and I think they're going to at least take a look at this.
The PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play.
Well, things obviously not going their way. Trailing here in the 4th quarter, and that penalty going to go ahead and give the other side some extra yardage.
We all know it's an intense game and things can get heated out there. That's part of the battle. But bottom line, you got to keep your cool. That was not an example of doing that.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield.
Taken in at the 3. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
Here we go.
Falcons 1st and 10 here as Ritter gets them ready.
At their own 19-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
Isaiah Simmons
bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
And the Saints are going to take possession of the football. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
And he's brought down. They'll run on 1st down. Gibbs looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
I don't know about you, Brandon, but I often think to myself, in these situations, I want a back who can create his own space, who can break tackles, and in a sense...
And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year.
And the Saints are going to be moving to 4-0 as they extend their lead.
Now the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Saints 52, Falcons 21.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Down.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And now here is another interception.
Picked off by Lewis Seen.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping they're holding a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
Point after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them.
And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now back to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having...
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And, boy, possession here turns over with a football already being in the red zone. On play action, it's Murray.
The defense gets a hand on it, but he still grabs it.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Tyreek Hill from 19 yards away.
And the Saints add another 6 points to what's going to be a blowout victory.
Extra point splits the uprights. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds.
11 yards on the play.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
Going for Kyle Pitts again. He's got him again.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Going deep here for Watkins. And got his man complete.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Here we go.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Again, he'll drop to throw. And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Lewis Seen.
The 40, 20, 10, 5, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things, but these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback.
Here we go.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
And not the first time that they're coming back out off of a turnover, but the last one really hurt Charles with that pick six.
And now here is another interception.
And the Saints are going to take possession of the football.
Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Now the extra point try forthcoming. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if finally we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Darnell Savage.
And the Saints are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
But their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Murray to air it out again. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Starting to really smell a 4-0 start right now. You can't ask for a better first quarter of the season than that.
And you're not supposed to look ahead, but guess what?
You're going to?
They have to, because when you get to if you get to 4-0, you're not just thinking playoffs now. You're thinking about, okay, this team has the capabilities of winning a Super Bowl. They could very well be the best team in the NFL at this moment.
I think they played the best. I mean, there have been a few hiccups offensively and defensively, but probably the best team we've seen, right?
And has the ability to get better.
And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game is,